Hey, Beth Ann. Is it true? Is it true you're getting remarried? I heard he was the up-and-coming hotshot son of the president of a major company who's set to take on his daddy's title of CEO one day. Are the rumors true? Hello, Irina. Sure, I guess he is technically going to be the CEO one day. But it's really not as glamorous as you make it sound. And the company's definitely not as major as you make it sound. But you will still be the CEO's wife, right? Right? I can't believe you lucked out this hard on your second marriage. I'm not gonna lie, babe, I am mega jealous. Go on, spill the beans. How did you seduce him? What's the secret to bagging yourself a high roller like that? I'm all ears. That's kind of a crass question, Irina. Would you mind not asking me stuff like that? If you must know, we met at work. We started out just as co-workers and, well, it just kind of developed from there. Oh, don't play dumb with me. You may have started out as co-workers, but you must have known he had prospects when you found out he was the president's son. You have your sights set on the title of CEO's wife, right? I didn't even know who his dad was until he proposed to me. You literally couldn't be any wider off the mark if you tried. I see. So, playing dumb was a part of your scheme right from the very start. I have to hand it to you, Beth Ann. You are more cunning than people give you credit for. I never had you down as such a schemer. You go, girl. You're wrong. It's not like that at all. Okay, dear. We can go with that if it makes you feel better. Anyway, I take it you'll be inviting me to the wedding, since we became such good friends after our boys met at kindergarten, right? Huh? The wedding? Of course! You'll be pulling out all the stops to make the wedding of a lifetime, I assume. I bet it'll be a ceremony so lavish, even royalty would feel jealous. He is the future CEO, after all. I mean, sure. Well, I guess we don't plan on making it super low budget or anything, but it's not like it's gonna be huge either. To tell you the truth, we're just planning on having a small ceremony with no one but friends and family, so we won't be inviting any of the moms from kindergarten, which, well, I'm sorry to say, means you won't be getting an invite. Ooh, wow, why such a tightwad? My fiancé has his own reasons for not wanting to go overboard. He's once divorced himself, and we both agreed that after all the pomp, ceremony, and, more importantly, stress of our first weddings, we're not really that bothered about going through the hassle again. Something smaller scale seemed best for the both of us. But Casey, the mom of one of the other boys in our boys' class, is going. I overheard her talking about it with some of the other moms in the courtyard outside the kindergarten, so don't even try and deny it. Why wouldn't you invite me when we're all part of the same kindergarten moms group? It's not fair of you to leave me out like this. I will not be ostracized. Casey's my sister-in-law. Her coming to the wedding has nothing to do with kindergarten. Huh? She's my little brother's wife. Surely you can see how that makes her family. I'm not leaving anyone out, I can assure you. Oh, really? She's your sister-in-law. Oh, well, my bad. I guess I kind of just assumed you already knew. Most of the other moms do. Really? I had no idea. I haven't invited any of the moms from kindergarten, and that's the truth. So I'm really sorry, but you won't be getting an invite. Fine, I'll give you some Tupperware. Huh? Tupperware? Be a darling and fill it with some of the luxury food from the buffet, won't you? If you do that, I'll forgive you. For the main course, I'll take meat. Make sure to fill it with plenty of mashed potatoes, too. I just love mashed potatoes. Whoa, what the? Are you kidding me? Come on, Irina, I can't do that. What? I'm kindly willing to compromise on not being invited to the wedding. And even this is too much for you? Taking food out of the wedding venue is banned for hygiene reasons. They explained the rules when we registered with them, and they were pretty clear about that one. Goodness gracious me. Would it really harm you to sneak some out? Everyone knows the rules at these places are nothing but formalities. No one expects you to actually follow them. And what exactly are you basing that on? Why would they have rules in place if they weren't supposed to be followed? No, Arena, this is ridiculous. I can't risk getting fined to get you a few slices of beef and some cold mashed potatoes. You know, I never had you down as being this kind of person, but it really is a shame what a tightwad you can be sometimes. That makes me a tightwad, does it? I can't believe it! You're a single mother fresh out of divorce court after your last husband found out you were cheating on him. What? But in spite of carrying around more baggage than a Boeing 737, you somehow managed to luck out and bag yourself a CEO. The least you could do is share some of your miraculous fortune with your friends, you penny-pinching tightwad. You won't have any friends left before long if you carry on like this. Arena, there's something you seem to be making a major misunderstanding about. Do you mind if I set the record straight? What? It wasn't me who cheated, it was my ex-husband. Huh? Hey, hang on. Seriously? I see how it is. So this is why you've been looking down your nose at me this whole time and speaking to me like crap, isn't it? Based on a freaking baseless misunderstanding? Wow. Oh, Oopsie, that reminds me we don't have any cucumbers left. Excuse me, dear, I'll have to rush to the supermarket at once. See ya! Wow, you're unreal. Beth Ann, I haven't seen you around kindergarten at all lately. Which means, other than already knowing who your fiancé is and what kind of venue the wedding's being held at, I haven't been able to get any extra information. Which means I had no choice but to follow you. So this is where you're tying the knot, huh? I gotta hand it to you, babe. It's a beautiful place. So this is where you two were planning to get married at today, was it? Well, I'm sorry, darling, but it's time for you to give me back the groom. I hate to break this to you on such short notice, but I'll be the one marrying your fiancé today. Beth Ann, you poor thing. It looks like the groom didn't turn up and your wedding got canceled, huh? I'm so sorry, dear. What can I say? I'm just too drop-dead gorgeous. No man on this planet can resist me. Just like I told you before, it was time for you to give me back the groom. I know this might be difficult for you to accept, but I want you to behave like a mature, responsible adult by letting go of him and struggling on with your life as a lonely single mother without bothering us ever again. Do you think you can do that for me, sweetie pie? Huh? Arena, what's going on? I've been super busy all morning. I only just saw your messages. What do you mean by give you back the groom? I don't understand. What are you talking about? Aha! There you are. Why, hello, Beth Ann. You sure were slow to notice. There's no going back now. We just got done with our 5th round of steamy, passionate lovemaking. That man really is a stallion. I seriously don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. I did expect you to ask some questions, and I suppose answering them is the least I can do for you, since I did kind of destroy your entire life today. The groom at your wedding today is my ex-boyfriend. Huh? Your ex-boyfriend? I just so happened to catch sight of you and my ex-boyfriend walking around town all loved up not long after I heard you were set to get remarried. I was so shocked my jaw almost hit the floor, so I decided to do a little digging. I found out that my ex-boyfriend's dad was making his preparations to retire from his position as CEO at their industrial waste disposal company, meaning he's next in line as president. I knew this was finally my chance to marry into money by becoming the wife of a CEO, and I wasn't prepared to waste it. Which is why I doubled my investigative efforts, and after a little more digging, I found out where you guys were planning on getting married today. Wow. Are you serious? You went to all those lengths? That's not normal. I'm so disgusted right now, I can't even find the words to express it. There's no use in getting all hysterical and panicking now, dear. Your wedding today already got canceled, right? What are you talking about? No, it didn't. Lies, lies. Come on, Beth Ann, you can't hide from reality any longer. Wake up and smell the coffee. We just got back together and went at it like rabbits in the hotel next door. Excuse me? We're still together now, of course. Hang on a sec. You have a husband, don't you? You're not divorced, are you? Don't be jealous just because I'm a hit with the boys and you're not, babe. It's so not attractive. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're cheating on your husband. You have the nerve to accuse me of cheating while being completely wrong, and then you go off and have an affair of your own? What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, I've heard enough of your jealous prattering now. How about you put a lid on that whining foghorn mouth of yours and just be happy for me and your man instead? I get you must be incredibly salty at missing out on your long-awaited chance to bag yourself a rich, high-flying CEO and being guaranteed absolute financial security for the rest of your life. But that's your problem, sweetie, not mine. Just give up on him, okay? Listen to me, Irina. Today's wedding went by without a hitch, and me and my husband are now officially married. Huh? We're about to head to the after party. Wait a minute, what the? Irina, who the hell are you cheating on your husband with? You know, this is getting sad now. Why not just accept reality already? It'll be a lot less painful for you in the long run. Gotta go. My big hunky stallion is calling me back into bed. Time for round 6. Toodles! Irina, wait! Hello, Beth Ann, dear. It's been a while. Guess what? Me and your ex-fiancé are officially getting married. I haven't seen you at the kindergarten in months, so I had no choice but to go out of my way to bring you the good news on here. The divorce proceedings with my current husband are finally looking like they're about to go through. This pretty much already makes me the CEO's wife. I'm so happy. Hello, Irina. Long time no speak. The reason you haven't been seeing me around the kindergarten is because I moved to another town to live with my husband after the wedding. Huh? Of course, my son came with me and now goes to a different kindergarten, so I'd say the chances of me and you ever seeing each other again are pretty slim. What? You've got to be joking me. Don't say such crazy things, babe. I know for a fact you didn't get married. How could you when I stole the groom? You totally ignored me back when I told you this before, so allow me to repeat myself. Mine and my husband's wedding went by without a hitch, and we're happily married now. Who the hell do you think you stole from me? What do you mean, who? My ex-boyfriend, Jeremy, of course. Huh? Jeremy? Yes, Jeremy! We were high school sweethearts. We started dating in our second year after he came over and introduced himself to me in chemistry class. Oh, him? He's my brother-in-law. Huh? Your brother-in-law? Ah, I see. No way. So that's where he went on the day of the wedding. What? What are you talking about? I didn't marry Jeremy, I married Jamie, his identical twin brother. His identical twin brother? Yep. You mean you didn't know? I'm actually pretty impressed that you managed to be his girlfriend and not find out about him. I get that it was a long time ago, and you could be forgiven for mistaking them for one another since they're identical twins and all. But that doesn't justify cheating. What you're doing is just plain wrong, Irina. Whatever, that's irrelevant. Jeremy is at least the one who'll be inheriting their father's company, right? Right? No, that's Jamie. Oh my god. Jeremy was always the black sheep of the family. He got in with a bad crowd, started doing drugs, went to jail for armed robbery, and eventually got disowned by their parents. Drugs? Armed robbery? Disowned? We were slightly concerned he might try showing up at our wedding with all of their relatives being gathered there 5 months ago. When he didn't show up, we figured he didn't care enough to, and that we'd been worrying for nothing, but now it all makes sense. I see. So he did go to the venue, he just didn't end up gate-crashing the whole thing because he ran into you outside by coincidence, huh? I guess he found himself powerless to resist the advances of his ex-girlfriend and agreed to go with you to the hotel. And that's why we never saw him? I guess we owe you a thank you. Oh, there's one more thing you should know. Jeremy's in mountains of debt. What? Something tells me things are about to get really rough for you. Oh my god! Beth Ann, help! What am I supposed to do? I don't have any money! My ex-husband is demanding a ridiculous amount of compensation from me, but I don't have any money. I thought Jeremy would be able to pay it all off because he was in line to become the president of his dad's company. Oh my god, I couldn't have been more wrong. I have no idea how he managed to come up with the cash on such short notice despite already being in crazy amounts of debt, but Jeremy immediately paid off his half of the compensation and refused to help me with mine. He said I have to come up with the money myself somehow. Oh, and he's not just in mountains of debt. It also turned out he's been seeing 3 other girls behind my back. He dumped me. To make matters worse, my ex-husband flat out refused to remarry me, and on top of charging me compensation, he won custody of our son, blocked my number, took my boy, and moved out of state. I can't get through to my parents, and besides, I doubt that they'd help me after all this time, even if I could. Please, Beth Ann, I have no one else to rely on. I am so alone. I can't believe I have to come up with all of this money on my own. Beth Ann, what am I supposed to do? I feel so lost. Hello? Beth Ann, are you there? Beth Ann, please respond. Stop leaving my messages on red. Ugh! I was a little confused when my phone suddenly started blowing up with notifications, but it turned out to be Arena's desperate pleas for help. I did feel a little sorry for her for about a millionth of a second, but I figured nothing good could possibly come of replying to her, so I let her carry on in the hopes she'd realize the futility of messaging me and give up. When the messages calmed down, I blocked her. As for what happened after that, apparently Jeremy, my disgraced brother-in-law, in his desperation to get a hold of the compensation money he owed Arena's ex-husband, borrowed some money from some very bad people. I can't say for sure, but something tells me that might be why he suddenly disappeared and no one's heard from him in months. As for Arena, she incessantly begged for money in the kindergarten moms group chat, but was promptly told in no uncertain terms to get lost and stick her whining where the sun don't shine. Last I heard, there have been multiple sightings of her going into the seedy, run-down hotel by the station with a bunch of different guys recently. I hope she hasn't gone into that line of work, but to be honest, since I'll never see or hear from her again, I'm just gonna forget about the whole thing and focus on enjoying my own life.
Amanda, honey, oh my god, I have some great news.
Huh? What is it, Ken? Shouldn't you be working right now?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I was, but then this amazing thing happened and I just had to tell you.
What is it?
Okay, so, you know that there was a position that was available in the upper management of my company? Like in the upper management, where all the bigwigs are and where the average salary is hundreds of thousands of dollars a year?
Yeah, you've been telling me about it for a while now. You thought maybe Alan would get it, being your boss and all, and that it would be a good thing if he did, because at least then you'd have someone to relay important information to who would actually listen to you. I'm guessing that Alan actually did get the job then? That's why you're so happy?
Guess again.
No. You?
That's right.
That's amazing. But how? I didn't even know that you were up for the position. You never said.
Well, I put my name up for it, just on the off chance that I might actually have the possibility to get it. I never actually thought that they'd consider me, let alone give me the job. I can't believe how lucky I am. I mean, this could really change our lives, you know? I'll be earning some serious money now, so you might even be able to quit your job and stay at home if you want. Honestly, our lives are gonna be so much better now that we're not gonna have to worry about money. We'll be free to do whatever we want, whenever we want. Not to mention, I'll get to go to all the cool meetings all over the world. I bet they'll even fly me to them in a private jet, or at the very least business class. I seriously can't wait.
That sounds amazing. Poor Alan, though. He must be a little disappointed.
Who cares? As far as I'm concerned, he's nothing more than just an average worker now. He's no longer my boss, so I don't have to do anything he says. In fact, I'm his boss, so he'd better watch out if he doesn't want to lose his job.
But why would you fire him? He's not done anything wrong, has he?
Well, no, but I've got to protect my position now. Alan was one of the people that the other higher-ups were contemplating promoting, so I need to make sure that he can't be a threat to my new job. I might even demote him just to make sure that he doesn't get any funny ideas about trying to get rid of me. It'll serve as a good warning to anyone else who might have the same idea as well.
Oh, maybe you should just see how you get on in your new position first? I mean, you've not even been promoted for 1 day yet. Take some time to enjoy it and get settled in with your new responsibilities. Then see how you feel from there. I mean, you don't want to draw unnecessary attention to you from the other management people, do you?
Yeah, you're right. They might think I've gone power mad or something and demote me again. It's best if I just try to lay low for a while. Thanks for helping me calm down a little.
That's okay. Getting a promotion is a big deal, and it probably left you a little overwhelmed. But we can definitely celebrate tonight. I can buy some nice steaks and a nice bottle of wine, and we can have a lovely dinner at home.
Screw that, we're gonna eat at one of the fanciest places in the city. Make sure you get dressed up really nice. I want everyone to see my beautiful wife with me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, if that's how you'd like to celebrate.
Definitely. Oh, and did I tell you I'll be even getting my own secretary? Being the boss is the best.
Just don't let it get to your head.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I've gotta go. Technically, I'm still at work, so yeah, see you later.
See you later. Well done, by the way. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
Ken? Kendrick? Where are you? It's 7 in the morning and you're not here. It is your day off, isn't it? I mean, I thought we were going to go and see your parents.
Amanda?
Yeah, that's me. Where are you? Did you even come home last night?
Oh, no, actually, I didn't.
Huh? Why not?
Oh, well, me and some of the other bosses decided to go for a drink last night. We went to a really nice bar. You know, the one that's just opened up on 52nd Street? The one that I've said I wanted to go to for quite a while now? Yeah, we went there.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why you didn't come home last night or where you are right now.
Well, it got quite late and I didn't want to wake you, so I thought I'd get a room at a hotel instead and sleep on my hangover there.
What? That makes no sense. You've come home drunk plenty of times before since you've been promoted, and you've not cared about waking me up then. Why was this time any different?
Well, after the bar, we ended up going across town to a club, and by the time that we left, I really couldn't be bothered to make the journey all the way back home. So I thought crashing at the hotel would be easier. Really, I did it for you. I was trying to be considerate and stuff.
Well, you know a great way to be considerate? How about not staying out until the stupid hours of the morning, getting drunk, and actually coming home to spend time with your wife instead? Honestly, ever since you got that promotion and started earning more money, it's like you've turned into a completely different man. You hardly spend any time with me anymore, always saying that you've got to work. I think I preferred it better when you were working your old job.
Seriously? We were poor then. This job is so much better and we have a much better lifestyle because of it. I think that you're just jealous that I'm making more of myself in my work than you are. Why can't you just be grateful for everything I've given you? I mean, you got a new house, which is massive, a new car, new clothes, and everything else in between. How are you not happy?
Because I don't have you anymore. You're always out or away working. We hardly even see each other anymore. It's like we're just flatmates that cross paths every now and then. You've even been spending more time sleeping at other places than you have here.
Well, that's because I've been busy with work. What do you even do? I mean, I'm the one bringing all the money in, so how do you contribute to the house and stuff? Maybe you should be focusing more on yourself instead of me.
I help around the house. I do all of the house chores and I still work as well. Look, we can have this argument later. You need to get home so that you can get ready to go to your parents. They're expecting us today, remember?
Actually, about that, they're not expecting you at all. They're expecting me and my partner.
What are you on about now? I am your partner. I'm your wife, remember?
Not anymore, you're not.
What?
I'm leaving you for someone else, and she's so much better than you.
What? What are you on about? Who?
It's Natasha.
Your secretary? But isn't she, like, 20 years younger than you?
Yeah, and?
And? And I'm your wife. How could you just leave me for someone who could very well be your daughter?
There's loads of reasons. She's prettier, funnier, more adventurous, more exciting, and just overall better than you. I actually enjoy being around her, which is more than I can say for you. All you do nowadays is nag at me. I don't want to live a boring life like you.
You think I'm boring?
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you even do all day? Sit at home moping or go to work at your boring job? You could literally do anything, and instead you'd rather moan and nag at me whenever you get the chance. It's annoying and I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with you, so I'm leaving you for Natasha. She just gets me, you know? Anyway, I'll expect you to be moved out of the house by the time I get back later tonight. Anything that's left over, I'll ship to wherever you are. But me and Natasha want the house to ourselves now, so you're gonna have to move out. I did pay for the house, so I get to decide who lives in it and who doesn't.
What? You're kicking me out now?
Well, yeah, me and Natasha need somewhere to live, and we don't want you hanging around whilst we're trying to start our new lives. No one wants a sad old woman just hanging around and bringing everything down. You can go and do that somewhere else, far away from me.
I can't actually believe you right now. Hang on, are you with Natasha right now? Are you both in that hotel together?
Well, I don't see any reason to lie anymore, so yeah, we are.
You absolute vile excuse of a man. You're literally cheating on me right now, and you have the audacity to be annoyed at me and demand I leave my home by the end of the day just so you and your new, whatever she is, can cheat even more?
Yeah, well, it isn't your home, is it? It's mine. I bought it, so I want you out of it.
Fine. I wouldn't want to stay around somewhere where horrible people are anyway. I would rather have much better people in my company than two cheating, lying witches.
Yeah, whatever. Just leave. I am sick and tired of seeing your ugly old face everywhere.
Gladly. At least I won't have to see your disgusting bald face anymore either.
I'm not bald, I'm just thinning. You know that.
You know, given how you look, you must realize that Natasha is only with you for the money, right? She doesn't actually love you.
Yes, she does. She told me.
Pretty faces like hers lie quite easily. I'd watch my back if I were you.
You're just jealous because I found someone younger and prettier than you to be with. And it's kinda sad. You really need to work on yourself a bit more if you want any man to find you attractive. Maybe go to the gym?
Funny, I was just about to say the same thing to you.
Whatever, I'm going now. Be out of my house before I get back.
Hello, is this Amanda?
Yes? Who is this?
Hi, this is Alan. I used to work with your husband before he fired me.
Oh, Alan, hi. Yes, I heard about that. I'm so sorry he did that to you. I've got to admit that he's turned into a bit of a jerk since he's been promoted.
Yeah, tell me about it. I heard that he also cheated on you and made you move out of your home.
Yeah. Anyway, what did you want?
Oh, yeah, well, you see, before I was fired, I did a bit of digging about Kendrick and his promotion, and I found out that he actually lied on his application. He claimed to have done a bunch of things to help the company earn more money and pay less tax on their profits, but in actuality, he's actually messed up big time.
What do you mean?
Well, instead of finding ways to legally get tax rebates and stuff, it turns out that Kendrick's actually just funneled the money into illegal accounts to hide the amount of profits that's being made.
Okay, but doesn't every company do that?
Well, yeah, but one of the accounts is in his own personal name. Kendrick's been stealing money from the company.
Oh wow, I bet his bosses won't be pleased about that.
No, I don't think they will.
But why did you come to me with this? Surely you could expose him for his scams.
I've tried, but the other higher-ups simply won't listen to me. They think that I'm just trying to get Kendrick fired so that I can take his job. I thought that they might listen to you more because you're his wife. If you're able to say that Kendrick's spending more money than he's actually bringing home, then they might actually believe the truth about what he's been doing.
Well, I guess I can try. It's about time that he gets his comeuppance.
I'll say.
Thanks, Alan, for telling me about this.
You're welcome. I think you deserve a bit of closure after what he's done to you.
Yeah, me too.
Let me know how it goes.
I will.
Amanda, how could you? You're supposed to be my wife and support me. How could you throw me under the bus like that?
Oh, Kendrick. I see you found out what's happened then?
Well, considering my bosses have just brought me to the office to fire me and then tell me that I'm under investigation for theft, bribery, and fraud, among other things, then yeah, I've found out what's happened.
Yes, well, maybe next time you won't lie and cheat your way into promotion that doesn't belong to you. You might even learn how to be a decent human being.
But why would you do this to me? I'm your husband. You're supposed to be loyal to me.
Like how you were loyal to me?
That was a completely different thing. I didn't get you fired from your job and put under federal investigation.
Yes, well, hopefully this will teach you to not be such a horrible person.
I can't believe you. Not to mention that Natasha's left me now as well.
Oh wow, shocker. As soon as your money was gone, so was she. Who'd have guessed it?
Don't be so sarcastic. Look, maybe we can give our relationship another chance. And then you can help me out of the situation I've found myself in, yeah? You can say you made up the allegations as a jilted ex-wife or something. And we can all move past this, okay?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because you deserve everything that you get. Plus, why would I want to get back together with someone who is so vile and cruel to me? I'm better off on my own. Anyway, I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so please stop texting me. Goodbye, Kendrick. The investigation into Kendrick found out that he had indeed been embezzling money and hiding it in offshore bank accounts. The company was furious with him and pressed charges as soon as they could. Kendrick is now in prison for theft and fraud and faces a few long years before he can be released. As for me, I've moved on with my life. I completely left behind everything to do with Kendrick and began to live for myself. Alan and I began talking a lot more as well, and we're actually dating now. It's going good so far, and he's a much better man than Kendrick ever was. I guess he did me a favor by leaving me, as I was able to find someone much sweeter, kinder, and more caring. Funny how life works out like that.